Hello, I wanted to give my review of The Handmaid's Tale because guess what? Um, it's no good. It's absolutely terrible. After one episode, that was enough for me to go, God, no. No. Why? Why would I do this to myself? Why would I watch this? Let's get down to the basics, right? Now, this show doesn't go into the exposition that I'm about to, but at least not in the first episode. And I think if you're going to swallow what they throw at you in the first episode, they should go into a little exposition on this type of stuff. So, sometime around now, people discover that a huge number of women are infertile. In about like 1 week or less, the entire civilized world just goes along with the following. All women who are deemed fertile, you now only breed. That's it. That's all you do. That's your job. Make humans. Forever. Or something. I don't know. Just that's what you do. Shut up and do it now. For some reason, I think gays are murdered and hanged also. I don't know. Rapists are killed for their crimes via mob of women attack, which is fitting, only it's a little too bad that they don't bother with convictions or evidence even. They just go with it. Like, hey, he raped me. Okay, well, let's all kill him. Men, I don't know what men do other than attempt to make people and by impregnating women. I think that's their job now. That's it. That's all they do. I don't even know if people have jobs. Like at all. Who makes food? This is The Handmaid's Tale. I'm asking for too much exposition, aren't I? That's the thing. So again, the entire civilized world just went with this plan in like a week. Like a week. Like imagine you're doing your job right now, right? Whatever it is. And during this week, you find out, hey, turns out almost all women are infertile. So everyone decided this is what we're doing now. And you're like, well, I got a bunch of stuff to do. And they're like, no, you don't do that anymore. If you're a woman, you need to go get tested and find out if you're fertile. Because if you are, that's all you do from now on. If you're not, I don't know what they're going to do with you. Probably kill you. But this show doesn't give you the kind of exposition to let you know what they do. If there were scientists that helped to plan this as a solution, or maybe it's maybe it's a knee-jerk reaction. I feel like they should explain it a little. Like, why does it happen in a week? Or even 2 weeks? You'd think it would take years to get to this point. But somehow they're like, no. Like, normal lives, and then you're running from people who are like, no, you're fertile, you will breed, whether you like it or not. What are men doing? What's everyone doing? What happened to all of the jobs? Do people drive still? Did they just abandon cars? I don't understand what's happening. Who decided that we'd all go along with this? Wait a minute. Nobody did? We just kind of, I don't know. Does it make sense to say that this could happen that fast? I don't think it does. Anyways, let's do the long story short. The whole point of all this is Trump wants to do this now, says Hollywood. And hey, we don't need to bother with exposition because we're liberals. So checkmate, conservatives. We gotcha with our TV show. Huh? This is what Trump wants in a week. I think. I don't know. Huh? I've heard that the author isn't a feminist in the sense that Hollywood is taking this like to this extreme. Like, it's obviously some weird feminist jargon, this whole show. But even the author, I don't think, was a feminist in the sense that the direction this show's going. Okay? No matter how, it doesn't matter though, because this is what Hollywood does. Right? Okay. How about religion in the show, right? That's kind of a big overtone. Well, it's Christians. Supposedly, the show wants you to buy that this is what Christians want. What? Have you people ever met a Christian? Have you ever talked to a Christian? I'm not even going to ask if you've read a Bible, because I know that you haven't, but if you've even met a Christian, you'd go, this doesn't seem like them at all. What? So you're saying if fertility was on the down, that Christians would just enslave the entire population of women? I don't know if you know this, but that's not what their religion's all about. I mean, yeah, it's all, be fruitful and prosper, but not by force. What are you doing with this show? I don't understand the point of the show. I don't understand I do know that Hollywood is trying to get me to see some kind of, hey, we could be headed in a direction. No, we're not headed in any direction like this. We're not. And I don't think anybody could head in a direction like this. It doesn't make sense. I mean, if only you'd give me some exposition and help. Help this. Will you please help it? Because right now, I have a lot of big questions. I'm guessing that somehow scientists decided, after finding out that almost all women are infertile, right? They're like, boom, the most important thing to do is breed with fertile women. Okay, what's the plan after that, though? Like, I imagine the next step is, okay, so then the babies are born and we test the babies. Are they fertile? If they are, like, we're all good? Do we go back to normal? Or do we just keep going? And then all those babies are fertile, and then this is just the way society is now? It's kind of weird. Like, imagine if all of society changed in a week to this weird, like, you're forced to breed, this is how we do it now, we just have to do it this way. And then, like, all of the next generation is completely fertile and they're fine. Then what happens? Do they let go of that power? Like, we just took them over in like a week. We just said that everybody was infertile and they just did whatever we said. It was pretty easy, right? Maybe we just do that with other stuff now. Or would they be like, oh, it's all good. Resume with the iPhones and the cars and stuff and jobs. Bye, everyone. It was fun being Christian dictators for a generation. I don't... See, if you're going to go along with like a bam, everything changes, shouldn't there be like an end game that makes sense? Well, we have to for the humanity. Okay, but what if the next generation is perfectly fertile and this was a fluke? You don't know. I mean, if it isn't, okay, that's maybe you have a story. Maybe somehow these are the last women that have to make as many people, and then it's our last run. In my opinion, this doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. It's without reason. I can't even suspend disbelief long enough to continue with this. So that's why I stopped after one episode. You got to give me something. You got to give me a premise. I expect a premise on day one. You can't just say like, bam, dystopic future. Everyone does this. Why? No one cares or knows why. Well, it sounds like the solution is breeding and making people who will make people. And then what? We don't know and we're not telling you. Whatever. I'm not interested. I got other shit to do. This is not an interesting story at all. And it sounds like a bunch of feminists made it. And I'm not trying to downplay feminism. Like, First Wave made sense. Women need rights. equal to the rest of humanity. It's human rights, not women's rights, men's rights. It's all humans need the same rights. After that, it's over. Then you get second and third wave, and here we are with third wave, and they're doing this, and it doesn't make any sense. Yet, again, that whole thing about this is what Trump wants. And I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not pro-president. I'm an anarchist. I don't want a government. I mean, let's face it, if you're going to tell me humans are flawed and therefore we need to take humans to control the humans, look what they made and expect me to swallow as logical. You want me to trust them with controlling the rest of us? No. No, I don't trust them. I don't know where Hulu's making their shows, but I presume this is supposed to go along with the whole Hollywood is pro-liberal and, hey, we're going to make everything our narrative, even if it doesn't make sense. Who cares? Because they'll buy it. Well, not me. So, I say, what's to like?